1, 2, 3. Whether you're happy, sad, or angry, silly, anything related to you will never make me sad. In fact, the happiest part of my day is the few minutes I spend chatting with you. I'm Bill Rogers, and I'm the voice of Lucien in Mr. Love. I've been a voice actor for about 20 years now. Started off originally in New York, and about 5 years ago moved to LA, and really excited to be working on this project. Oh, not much. You know, in my downtime when I'm not recording Mr. Love, I play, so I do enjoy the game as well. Also a bit of a movie nut, so like to go to the movies, like to play some video games, you know, just kind of average. I would like to say to the players, thank you for playing the game. It's been a wonderful year, and here's to many more. Hope we continue doing this, and that everybody out there is having fun playing. What do I like about Lucien? Well, of the guys, I think he's the most interesting. You know, not to toot my own horn. He is mysterious. There is a lot of concern as to like, ooh, is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? I like the fact that Lucien is a man of mystery because it keeps the player guessing, and as well as producer in the game. So I think it's fun developing a relationship with her where she's not really sure how much she can trust him, but at the same point she can't help but fall in love with him because he's just such a wonderfully romantic guy. If I were to say that there was anything about Lucien that I identify with, it's that he has a very romantic side. I'm not a scientist, a genius scientist, or anything like that. But at the end of the day, we're all people. And the thing that really kind of took to me about the character is the fact that he really cares about producer. She's a very important person in his life, and she's made him realize that there's so much more out there in this world, and it's really a beautiful thing. And I think for anybody who's ever been in love before, it really speaks volumes. So when I first started working on this game, I was kind of curious as to how things were going to play out with Lucien. I wasn't really sure if he was going to be a good guy or a bad guy. I know that he has a tremendous love for producer, but is that going to be a thing that's going to make him be able to change his ways? Because being involved with the Black Swan Initiative, it's like, is he a bad guy? Is he a good guy? Is he working for them? Is he going to turn on them? Is it all just a game? Is he trying to like work both sides? What's really going to happen? And I think it's really kind of cool going along that line, because you never really know with a guy like Lucien. You're not sure if he's going to be, you know, necessarily a bad guy or a good guy, or maybe just varying shades of gray within. Well, when we started off, it was more simpler times. Producer met the 4 different guys and, you know, had a few dates and met a couple different people. And the story was just very, very romance-based early on. And then as it's gone along, it's gotten a lot of conspiracies and a lot of agencies and what's going on and who's doing this and what's going on with that, and, you know, is everybody safe? Who's in danger? You know, is Gavin gonna fly in and save the day? Is Victor gonna, you know, have some sort of a problem in the boardroom? You know, are they gonna go to the amusement park with Kiro? Who knows? But Lucien is always kind of hovering in the background, and it's really, it's one of the things that I really appreciate about the character too, is that like he really adds a lot to that mystery arc to it, which makes it more than just a, hey, I met a guy, we're gonna go out. Hey, there's another guy, let's go out. Instead, now it's like, oh, there's all these things going on, and all these people with all these different objectives, and where are we going with that? So I find that is going to help with the longevity of the game as we go along, because it's just such a really deep story that goes so much more beyond than just a standard love story. for me, probably the most challenging thing about the recording process is the way that I handle dialogue as Lucien. Because sometimes we're not really 100% sure where he's going with something. When he says something, it's like, well, is there some hidden meaning there? You know, is he saying something that's going to lead to something else? And then also, I've found just as a voice actor myself with the voice, sometimes I will get a note of like, you're making him sound a little too sinister. And I'm thinking, well, I don't know. I thought he was kind of just being mysterious and romantic. So it's been fun. But yeah, the challenging thing is to make sure that I can stay true to Lucien, who's a character who's so enigmatic that it's hard to tell what his truth really is. Any evol? Well, I really like Gavin's ability of flight, but I'm afraid of like heights higher than like maybe a few feet off the ground. So if I had that ability, I'd probably just kind of hover a little bit. So if I had an evol power, I don't know what it would be. But then again, I don't think we really know what Lucien's evol is, so that works perfectly. I'm in frame, mid-shot, everything good? Bull, yep. Got it? Okay. Okay, let's see. How did you get started in voice acting? Is there anything you heard or saw that inspired you to be a voice actor? Well, yeah, as a child, I really enjoyed animation and video games. I had wanted to be a cartoonist when I was a kid. I really liked to draw, but I wasn't really that great at it. But I found that I excelled with expressing my creativity through acting. So I had gotten involved in stage work. But then as the years went on, I also got the ability to become a voice actor, which was great because you get to create all different characters and worlds, and you can be creatures or any other, you know, random thing in that. And I've always found that that was a really fascinating aspect of acting. So I've really enjoyed being a voice actor. Is there a favorite line, date, call, or chapter that you've voiced? Well, I think Lucien's trademark line is, whenever you're in danger, trust your instinct, which is a pretty cool thing to say, you know. But so I guess that would be my favorite line because yeah, that's his trademark. As far as calls and dates and things like that, there was a really interesting winery date that was one of the dates in the game, where Lucien takes producer to this vineyard where they meet this little old lady who runs it, and she's really sweet, and you find out that she's still running the vineyard even though her husband has passed. And it's a really sad moment because Lucien is very taken aback by all of this, and the fact that like he wants to find a love that will last forever, that, you know, will transcend time, and the fact that this woman is still, you know, remembers her husband fondly and is trying to, you know, make good with his memory. It was just a very touching moment in the story, and I thought that was a particularly beautiful date in the game. Let actors try voicing each other's characters. Okay. I'm not really sure what... Oh, we have lines? Oh, we have lines. We have lines, everybody. All right, so let's see. All right, well, let's see. Can you teach me how to love? Oh, wait, that's Lucien's line. I've got that. I know how to do that. I can do that one, right? All right, how about Kiro's? We have... Found you, Miss Chips. Because yeah, he's Mr. Chips. I've played the game, and that is a line that appears over and over and over again. He consistently calls her Miss Chips. All right, one more. Let's see what we got. What do you predict will happen in the future of your character? Oh, well, that's tricky because we don't really know where Lucien is going to go or what he's going to do. We don't know if Lucien is going to betray people or if he's going to help them out. We know that he will fall in love because he already has. And so hopefully he will stay in love, and hopefully that love will last longer than the other three guys. Can you teach me to love?